Protecting your feminine reputation on social media. Hello, my name is Chengi, and you, my precious one, of course, are my world. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. Today we're going to explore how we protect our feminine reputation on social media, because girls, a feminine woman never drops the ball. Everywhere her name, her image appears must be carefully curated. She must carefully manage her brand. No, it doesn't have to be about money. It doesn't have to be about business. You as a feminine woman are a full-time business. You are the CEO of your Fortune 500 personage. Okay, you are a whole enterprise, and so you have to be careful about how you're coming across on social media. Protecting your feminine image is absolutely important. Now, I know, ladies, that not all of us have been feminine all our lives. Some of us are really beginning the journey to femininity, and you're in the right place. And soon, Chengi's world, where you are my angels, shall become Black Swan Relationship Academy, where you will be my black swans. I so look forward to seeing you transform from little ugly ducklings into beautiful, gracious swans. And not just swans, not just white, feathered, beautiful, elegant swans, but that very rare sighting of a black swan. You are a woman that has never even been imagined to have lived before, but you exist. They think you don't exist. They don't think that you exist. But as we begin our journey together, our feminine journey, and begin the feminine revolution of Black Swan Relationship Academy, where you will be trained in everything and all things feminine, high value, and emotional mastery. I'm excited. Please make sure you save the 19th of June, 7 p.m. BST, and check all of my socials. Go to my website, join my mailing list, because the moment we are ready to sell those tickets, they will be free. And you'll be able to upgrade to different packages if you want to, after the event, spend some time with me in a group, chit-chatting, asking me questions, and really getting some surprises, some prize draws. And of course, we're going to have our special guest, one of my wonderful friends, and one of the most masculine men I know, R.C. Blakes, will be at that event, so you don't want to miss it. It's going to be amazing. And so let us continue with our feminine journey right now as we explore how we're showing up on social media. Now, the number one thing I would do, ladies, is Google your name. Make sure you Google your name, because you will be surprised at the stuff that comes out. And make no mistake, a man that is really interested in you, he's going to do some research. If he's focused and he wants to get to know you, that man is going to do some research, and the first thing he's going to do is Google you. And so you want to be absolutely 100% certain that you know what is showing up. There's so many things before I started my feminine journey, my high value journey, that were kind of online, places that I subscribed to, things that I was just randomly doing online. And when I Googled myself, and I remember this guy calling me and saying, "Oh, what's this?" And he kept questioning me. I was thinking, where did you find all that? He said, "Oh, I'm Googling you. I'm actually seeing all these things." And I realized, my God, I'd actually subscribed to the most ridiculous things, and it was just kind of random. And then I realized that I just simply could not be random. And this is what we have to understand on our high value feminine journey, ladies. Okay, so let's begin with, of course, Googling ourselves, and then contacting or unsubscribing from those companies that we do not want to show up for, or in any way, shape, or form, right? And beginning to go through all of that and decluttering and cleaning up. It's a little bit like a spring clean. You want to go through all of your socials and delete any posts, delete anything that no longer serves you, that no longer speaks of who you are anymore. Pictures shouldn't really be more than a year, maybe 2 years old. We want to keep our image fresh and current. And of course, there's always that moment where we can do a throwback picture, but we want to make sure that our online presence is always forever speaking about who we are today. We can always tell the story of our ragged road, of low valueness, now and again, to let people know that there is a journey and that you can make it, but it doesn't have to be evident in your face. Okay, so let's start with high quality photos. Girls, the days when we just post pictures that were taken randomly with terrible angles by somebody who doesn't care, that day is over for the high value feminine woman. If you want to show up in the world as somebody that a man really has to work for and really show himself to be worthy of, then you have to take the time to get yourself some beautiful photos. Listen, it's not vain and it's not over the top to hire yourself a photographer, choose 3 or 4 outfits and do a lifestyle shoot, doing stuff that you love. If you love cooking, have somebody take pictures of you in your kitchen cooking something lovely, looking decent. If you love painting, have somebody come to your home and take pictures of you painting. If you like reading, sit on your couch, get your favorite book and have pictures that tell a story about who you are. But make sure you're looking good and clean and fresh and your pictures are high quality. These days, getting a photographer is not what it used to be. You can get a fantastic photographer, even a student photographer, who will happily do an hour or 2, give you amazing photos that you can begin to work with. So no excuses for the high value feminine woman. Number 2, consider your background. Ladies, there is nothing I do more than when I start a YouTube video or any video is to look around me and see how is my background showing up? What is in my background? How do I want my background to look? This is so important because where you are speaks very much about who you are, especially when it comes to photographs. If you are taking pictures in clubs and pubs, then you're going to give the impression to the person looking that you're just a party girl who just likes to have a good time. But take pictures of yourself doing normal things. Take pictures and make sure that your background is always a reflection of who you are and the places that you like to spend time. Okay, consider your background. No clutter, no mess, no things just sitting around. Just make sure that your background is a representation of you. Number 3, remove tags. Do not allow anybody to tag you in pictures that you have not approved. Listen, there are people with pictures of you from way back when or when you were doing stupid things that are very, very happy to do a throwback Thursday with you and you're behind in the air and everybody could see your bits and pieces. Now you're an elegant, evolved, high value feminine woman and you want to show up as the elegant swan that you are and somebody keeps posting your duckling days. Okay, that is easily fixable. Just do not allow anybody to tag you on any social media, at least not without permission. You simply cannot tag me unless I grant you permission to do that because my brand and my image is absolutely essential to me to make sure that it is done perfectly and rightly. Number 4, refresh images and remove crazy pictures. Listen, go through your Instagram, your Facebook, and get rid of those bits and pieces and those pictures that no longer speak of you. Number 5, posture. Make sure that everything about you says, I believe in myself. I stand tall, shoulders back, always smiling. Never have a defeated posture. Never look at the world from downwards. Don't ever let anybody or have a picture where your shoulders are hunched. Your posture is everything. You are telling the world in 1,000 words through a picture who you are, and you're letting the men know, if you're going to talk to me, you got to be that guy. You can't just talk to me because I'm confident and I love myself and I'm ready to love anybody that is able to love me as well as I love myself because I am able to love them as well as I love myself. The next one is too much filtering. Girls, I have seen some pictures on social media where it's just like you have face tuned the hell out of your face. You look like a dolly bird. It's just too much. Imperfection has its place in life. It lets us know let other people know that we're actually real. I face tune, but never to the extent where I don't look like me. Maybe to remove a little bit of a spot, or maybe just to brighten my picture because its lighting wasn't so good. And a few touches here and there, very, very subtle touches. Sometimes I don't even bother. But it's important that, yes, we can touch up our photos, make them look that bit special, but we shouldn't meet somebody. We shouldn't have this kind of blank expression or too much of something, and that is just so low value. It's not feminine, and it's definitely not classy. Okay, now the next one is be careful with your words. Ladies, you have to curate your image on social media. Don't comment on everything. It's not everything you disapprove of that needs your opinion. If you disapprove of it and you really want to have a conversation, DM that person. Not everything is for public consumption. Not everything needs your take on it. Unless you are being gracious, sweet, and giving a compliment, by all means, go right ahead and cheer on your other sister. Go ahead and cheer on all the wonderful people that are making a difference in the world. This is how a high value feminine woman shows up in the world. As a cheerleader for those that do good, she keeps her mouth quiet when she hasn't got anything worthwhile to say. She doesn't always have to be seen, always heard. So the day that she actually has a criticism about something, she's absolutely taken seriously. If you have any posts that you've posted on and you've been rude and said things that you shouldn't say, I would go and delete those comments, because people who will search you up are going to look at some of the things that you said in the past. And I remember having a little bit of an altercation with a lady once. She put a comment and I was so upset with her, and I was really very rude, and she was like, you're very rude. And I realized, no, Chengi, this is not who you are. And I apologized publicly I said, this was very small of me. You didn't deserve that. Please accept my apology. I'm very sorry. And as a result of that, she became a follower and started promoting all of my work. Yes, we may not be exactly the same people, but at the end of the day, I am an elegant, classy woman, and I just refuse to come across in the world as anything less. If I have opinions that are not popular and I feel that they're going to serve, then I will speak. But if it's just so that I can be seen and heard, then no, this is not the feminine high value way. Keep your business your business. Okay, listen, keep your business your business. Stay out of other people's business. Stay out of other people's movements. Unless I said earlier, you are being helpful, useful, we really don't need to know. The next one is have different accounts for dating, okay? So I always say to my girls, listen, have 2 different accounts for dating. If you want to have a Facebook account for friends and family, and you want to post stuff with you and your children and it's just private, by all means, go ahead and do that. But if you are going to start dating, have a profile that you give to men, as that will be found, that is not private, that is public, that is more of you displaying the lifestyle and the brand that you are. And on that particular social media platform, you are careful about what you post. Ideally, you don't want to have 2 worlds running concurrently, but if there are some pictures that are simply for family and friends. And on some platforms, you can literally reserve certain pictures for family and friends, so they're not public, but they're only shown to family and close friends. It's really important, ladies, especially for those of us who are social justice warriors, those who feel they were sent into the world to fight for the rights and the cause of every single thing, purpose, or whatever. I think that's incredible when you find your purpose and you're passionate about something, but it's very, very important that you realize that opinions about things move, shift, and grow. And if you go about making enemies for your cause and not having conversations, I really believe that if you have a cause and you're using social media, have the mindset of having a decent, elegant, grown-up conversation with the people that follow you, rather than making statements that will only alienate people and make them judge you. Because the last thing we need as high-value feminine women that are single and looking for love is to be combative and to come across like we would war with anybody. it gives the wrong impression. So if we're not ready to have an intelligent discussion, if we're not ready to make our point in such a way that is respectful and invites conversation and dialogue, perhaps we need to rethink that. I understand that whatever cause we have is really very important to us, and I understand that sometimes we have to give out unpopular opinions. Absolutely, we need to have uncomfortable conversations, but let us be aware that the journey to femininity and high valueness means that we cannot do things the way we did them before. Let us elevate our status by doing what makes sense. I hope to see you at the launch of The Black Swan. In the meantime, take care of you. Love you lots.